Nicky, this week's been dominated by what's happening off the field. Are the players able? Do the players pay attention, or are you able to kind of shield yourself from all that?
No, I mean obviously you're aware of what's going on, but as players, it's obviously our job just to concentrate on the football side of things, and obviously that's what we intend to do. Obviously, starting tomorrow, I think we were pleased with how we played midweek in the friendly to obviously bounce back from last weekend's disappointment in the cup. So again, as I say, we'll look forward to the weekend now. It's the start of the league campaign. It's obviously our bread and butter, and we'll just concentrate on, as I say, on field, doing what we can do on the pitch, and hopefully we'll start that with a win tomorrow.
Is it unsettling in any way?
No, I think for us as players, it's just, as I say, it's just concentrating on the football, and I think for us that's our job, and that's how it should be. It's easy. I mean, I can probably obviously only speak for myself, but it won't be affecting me. I'm just concentrating, as I say, on the football, and for me, my first home game in a competitive game for Rangers, and it's one that I'm really looking forward to.
Some people think that you need to win a cup this season. Do you feel that pressure?
No, not really. I think, as I say, the most important thing for us is the league. Obviously, getting back to where we feel we belong, in the top league, and challenging again in Europe, hopefully one day. But for now, that's in the future, and that we can't really control that. All we can control is that we make sure that we are there. And as I say, for us, it's the league, and as I said there, it's our bread and butter, and we want to make sure that we win the league this year, and that is our main aim. And then obviously the cups and things like that, if we can have a good run or win maybe one of them, you never know. I mean, you saw last weekend how difficult that is on one-off occasions like that. It is tough, so we'll take the cup as they come, I think, game by game. But as I say, the most important thing for us is the league.
You knew it was going to be the case when you joined, that you couldn't play all the games. How frustrating is it for you now the season started, sitting there like last weekend watching and knowing you couldn't play?
It is frustrating. I think obviously because I was able to play in the Ramsden Cup and then not being able to, and then you kind of going from competitive games back into the friendlies, it can be tough. But obviously we knew that when we signed, the 8 of us knew what to expect, kind of thing. And as I say, hopefully we can maybe play in 2 or 3 of the league games coming up, so that'll be good. But it is tough. I mean, the toughest thing last week for us was obviously 12 of us sat in the stand watching, and there's nothing you can do to help out your teammates and your friends when you can see they're struggling a little. All you want to do is be out there helping them, and that probably is the toughest part of it. But now, as I say, hopefully we'll be able to get 2 of us out there tomorrow, whoever that may be, and we can just help the lads out as much as possible.
Yeah, no, it was only a friendly on Tuesday night, but the difference in the performance on Tuesday compared to Saturday, does that show how much the team has been strengthened over the summer?
Yeah, I think so. I think we feel obviously playing against a really top side there in Newcastle. They're full of internationals, and French internationals, Dutch internationals, Argentinians and people like that. So it shows you probably how strong we feel we will be this season. Probably from September on, the managers managed to bring in some really good players, and we felt strong the other night, as I say, against a really good side. And obviously we feel when we've got the full squad to choose from, we will be strong this year, and that'll be in all the games that we play. But obviously it's just not ideal at the minute, and it is frustrating, but it's the hand we've been dealt, and we just have to get on with it.
How difficult is it to keep your own momentum going, coming in and out of the team, and also the momentum of the team going over these next sort of few games?
That's probably the toughest part of it. I think obviously, as I say, I managed to play in the cup game, the Ramsden Cup, and for me personally it was a good day, and for the team. And then then for 2 weeks you're not going to be able to play in a competitive game again, and maybe longer, because we don't know obviously the team for tomorrow and who's going to be playing, and it's probably tough for the manager trying to juggle who he's going to play and who he's not, and who he needs for each game with the injuries and things like that. So that is the toughest part of it. But as I say, we knew what we were going to be faced with in this first month of football, and for us it's just get on with it, and we have to just try and win as many games as we can until obviously the manager will have his full squad to choose from.
Tuesday was probably the first experience you've had of having that size of crowd behind you.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy it?
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I had my family there on Tuesday night, and it was a proud night for me, obviously playing for Rangers in my first game at Ibrox. The crowd were great the other night. I mean, Ibrox is as good as it gets. I mean, as a footballer, to play in front of that many people, and that was obviously just for a friendly game. They were fantastic, and tomorrow I believe there'll be a really good crowd there, and it'll be a great occasion. One, obviously, for me, if I am selected, it'll be my first competitive game for Rangers at Ibrox, and obviously I've played there a few times for Motherwell, and we didn't get anything from them games, so my memories of Ibrox weren't too great, but obviously now I'll be looking to make some good memories playing for Rangers in front of that great crowd, so looking forward to it.
There's a lot of people kind of struggle with the weight of expectation that you have as a Rangers player, and I'm sure it'll be a different experience if things aren't going well and they're getting on your back, but would you envisage it bringing the best out in you?
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day. I think that for me personally as a footballer, that's what I enjoy, the pressure of, as you say, 50,000 people who are behind you. They just want to see you give their all for their football club, because you're living the dream of all those people sat there watching you, and they would give anything to be out there doing what you're doing. So all they ask of you, I think, is that you give 110% every time you go out there, and that's all they'll ask. So I mean, that's my style anyway. I would always give everything I've got in every single game. So as I say, they've been great with me so far, the fans, and long may that continue. But no, I think the pressure, I'm hoping and I believe it will bring the best out of me.